What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this project from 6ix23AM called Junuary Muse. Now, 6ix23AM is a rapper who's coming out of Cleveland, Ohio, and I have reviewed some of his music in the past, so make sure you check out his album called Hev Raps Will Travel. This actually made my indie list back in 2017. It was one of the best projects I reviewed that year. So this is a guy who I had high expectations for. You already know, you can check him out by checking the information box underneath this video where I have links to this album and his other stuff. But jumping right into this one of the songs that stood out to me immediately is God is Good. We're getting some deep bass as well as some really nice gospel vocal samples on this, and this is just a track that goes into a lot of political and social commentary. He and his guest feature, Gates216, are just touching on all kinds of topics. Stuff like Puerto Rico not getting the help that they need, all the controversy with wanting to build a wall, all the controversy with the flag and kneeling, police brutality, just all these things that we talk about regularly with America, they are speaking on, and I think they did a very good job. Even just the way the production sounds works with it because it has a bit of an uplifting feel as if they want better for America. Just a really dope track, and I like how Gates was speaking on how easy it is for black people to be turned into hashtags in the States. We see it all the time, and I think it's important that artists speak on these issues, so that was a dope track. You're also getting some very deep content with the Kalief Browder story. This obviously deals with Kalief Browder and how he was imprisoned over basically nothing at all. And if you don't know much about this story, this song is really going to lay it all out for you. It also has a very somber backdrop that fits with the sad feel since this story is certainly not a positive one at all. And 6ix23AM is putting himself in the shoes of Kalief Browder as he just tells you what went on with it. Really is a great way to put you up to date on this story, let you know what's going on because maybe you've seen this name before or heard of this but you don't know what it is. So this is a great place to start, and I think the storytelling on this is really dope. If you want to know more, you can also check out that documentary that Jay-Z made on Netflix because that's quite popular. But if you're someone who is looking for some more soft content, like you don't want all this crazy deep stuff to get you thinking and all that political stuff that people are sometimes bored of, 6ix23AM has got you covered with some other tracks. With the songs June Gloom, Blues, and Reflections, he's just rapping about the ups and downs of relationships and desires, and I think he does a really good job on these tracks. First of all, I love the beats. On June Gloom Blues, you're getting light keys, bubbly synth, electric guitars, and great vocals from T. Willis. Just sonically, this is an amazing track. And then with Reflections, we're getting a slinky bass line and amazing vocals from JP. Sonically, these are just two of the most pleasing tracks on here, and there's certainly some bars too. If you remember in my Drake review, I was talking about how his approach with women and relationships is often kind of immature. I think 6ix23AM does that relationship stuff perfectly, man. Of course, it all depends on where you're at. Like, I know back when I was a teenager, I probably would have related to that Drake stuff more. But now as a grown man, I like 6ix23AM's approach. He really has some great bars on here. In particular, I like on Reflections where he's talking about stuff like constant arguing, bad advice from outside, and mutual friends just choosing sides whenever you're fighting in a relationship. I thought that was a deep way to speak on an issue that a lot of people go through. And that song is just about a relationship falling apart. I even like how he throws back to Fonte's verse from the song Slow It Down when he spits, I want a girl when I want a girl, but when I don't want a girl, I want a girl that understands that. I really just like his approach here, and I just think it comes across as more explaining what he's going through and trying to work things out, not just in this relationship, but also with himself. It just sticks out more than the whining and complaining that some younger artists do, and not even just younger artists. I'm not trying to make him sound like he's really old. I don't know how old he is, but I'm just saying his approach seems very mature with these topics, and is much better. So there really just isn't a bad track on this album, although I would say Black Sheep and Badu feel a bit fillerish in comparison to the better tracks on here. These other tracks just have better beats and stronger concepts, so they stick out more. These two tracks aren't awful, they're just not really strong and they do pale in comparison. Overall, though, I am going to go with a 4 out of 5. I just think this is a very crisp and clean project from beginning to end. Not really a game breaker, not overly unique or creative in a sense that he's changing the game or anything like that, but sonically it's very dope. You're getting some content, you're getting some nice vocals from guests as well, and I just think this is a dope project. Even the outro track, which is also the title track, has this great River Tiber sample, I think that's how you say his name, and there's just clashing drums and aggressive bars about how basically he's not giving up and he's going hard in the rap game. Certainly works good as an outro, and it leaves a message. So definitely check this one out. 4 out of 5 is good, and that seems fair to me, but after you hear it, let me know what you think in the comments section, man. You also want to make sure you check me out on all my social media sites. You know where I'm at, so show me love and show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.